because this is so small, this is why people take out loans, right? Loans cost a lot of money, but it's because you don't have access to the right amount of money without taking a loan. Like you can't even buy a decent car on that and make sure you pay for rego and insurance, hence why people have loans.
Well, if she had the car, she wouldn't need fares.
This is true, this is true.
So she can save some money.
You don't see where I raise it.
It's here.
Okay. Are we ready to move on to part B?
Yes.
Yes? Okay, so reading carefully with me. She's trying to go for this, right? Now this is one of the beauties of budgeting, right? Budgeting helps you see into the future. If you're just living week to week, right? For example, these kinds of things here, they won't appear for like 3/4 of a month, and then it's like, oh wow, what a big hit that I went to DFO, and then bam, here I came over with bags, and a bit of a hole in my pocket, okay? So therefore, this allows us to forecast, right? So she's trying to save to go on this holiday. She wants to go in 3 years, right? But she's going to be in trouble. Now we need to show why that is, and then we need to solve it. Okay. So yes.
It's 3 times 2,200.
Okay, good. So 3 years worth of savings, and I'm in fact going to write that because that's what I'm calculating. 3 years of savings. This 2,202 is how much she's getting every single year. So therefore, I multiply that by 3, and that gives us the figure, which on her current budget, that's how much she's going to get saved at the end of the year. And you can see, this is, we're in shortfall, right? We're not going to make it, okay? We're going to say, in fact, therefore, she will be, what's the difference between how much you're trying to save and this amount?
Almost 2,000.
It's almost, well, actually I think it's over, in fact.
1,293.
Oh no, sorry, you're right. I was calculating the wrong way. 1,200 and?
93.
Okay, so we are short, and we're short a lot, right? Like it doesn't seem that big in the scheme of things. Like in the scheme of, someone might think, oh yeah, I'm earning almost 25 grand a year. But when you go over all of the expenses and how long you're going for, we're short. So, we've already answered part B. Now I want to see, will she, I'm going to bring this back down now. Will she be able to make a different kind of plan? Yeah, now, what's the obvious things to target, right? Like, you have a look at these. There's kind of, 2 different categories of expenses she's got, right? Some are what we call, like, they're essentials, right? So they're non-negotiable. Which ones do you pick out? Okay, board, it's not going to get any less. In fact, this is a pretty good rate for board, okay? She's got to eat,
What do you mean by board?
So board is like, board is kind of like, it's kind of like rent, except you're still living with someone. So you're paying them for the right of having a
Alright.
room.
Sort of like they say.
Yeah, there's no
Exactly.
So there's no exercise, like no
Yeah, hopefully she is, well, she's going to have to fix up that somewhere, right? We can't even think about extra expenses yet. We're already not making the current things. Now I hope you guys can see, the fares are probably going to get her to work, so they're also non-negotiable. There are 2 that are obvious, right? What are the 2 obvious choices? Entertainment, which is weekly, and now see, I don't know, personal items, like maybe that includes stuff that you really actually need. Like it's a bit vague, right? It's a bit vague.
Like that's per fortnight though. Like that's not that much.
Yeah, true. I don't know. I can think of things that need to be bought every fortnight that you really don't
I
want
reckon
to
she
skip
can
on.
compromise with
So.
like entertainment and clothes.
Yeah, I agree. Okay, so let's jot this down. Need a bit of space. So what I'd like you to jot down, first thing in part C is.
Tax or question?
Okay, you're 11. You're 11.
Sorry,
It's the right discussion to have. I just want you to have it at the right time. And now's not yet. So, I think we've already identified the easy targets. But, we don't even really know what we're going to do with those targets once we've identified them, right? So I think I want us to come back to here, right? Notice, and put a color around this, right? This 1,293, this number is critically important. This is the shortfall, okay? It's over the course of 3 years, yeah? Over the course of 3 years. So if I want to hit this target, I need to save an extra certain amount per year. This is 3 years, right? So I'm going to say extra, this is part C, extra savings needed.
Why can't you just get another job?
We'll talk about that in a second. The extra savings needed are going to be this, but I'm going to divide by 3 for an annual rate, right? So that's 431 if I'm doing my, that's right, 431 per year, okay? Now converting to per year makes sense because remember, look, the original question was an annual budget, okay? So I'm going, if I had a monthly budget, I convert to a monthly amount, but I have an annual budget. Okay, so if I need an extra, if I've got to squeeze out an extra 431, let's have a look at entertainment. Now this is weekly, right? Now I could get an exact amount, but that's too hard to keep in my brain, right? What is a nice round amount that if I do it 52 times in a year, it's going to get me to this or just over? What would you say? Is $5 a week going to get me there?
10.
$5 a week isn't going to get me there, but 10 will. $10 a week, every week, that's 52 weeks, that's $520. So option 1,
What are you buying?
option 1 would be reduce your weekly entertainment spending.
I need to buy movies.
Reduce your weekly entertainment spending to 110 per week instead of 120. Okay, so that will be a saving of, what do we say? That's $10 every week, 52 weeks, 520. That'll get us there, okay? And then some, which is nice, all right?
What if she want to spend $10 a week on entertainment?
One less movie? I don't know.
You can't even go towards half of $10.
Okay, second option we said, we look at clothes. It's important we do this differently because you can see clothes are purchased on different bases, right? They're not as frequent, thankfully, okay? So it's every month, so therefore I need to think about something that happens not 52 times a year, but 12 times per year, right? So option 2 is reduce the monthly clothes spending. Okay. Now, we knew that this was 120 per week, okay? I want something that happens 12 times a year. If I went, say, 20 bucks, 20 bucks a month,
A month.
20 bucks times 12 months is 240. I'm not there. I'm still pretty sure, right? How about 30 bucks a month? Is that going to get me there? That's only going to be 360, okay? But when I cross over to be saving $40 a month, reducing by that much, $40 per month is going to be 40 times 12. That's 480, right? I've passed the threshold. I'm there, okay? So I'm going to say, instead of 330 per month, how much am I spending? I took off 40, right? So it's going to be 290. 290 per month.
Still way too much.
It's a lot. So that saves 480,